So a typical day for me, I teach second, third, and fourth block, all chemistry classes. And then during my first block planning, things kind of vary as to what I do. I work with teachers in our science department. As the chemistry teacher, I handle a lot of their lab equipment. So I'm helping them prepare for the labs, go over safety, how to better teach the skills in the lab. And then I go in and I observe teachers based off of what they're doing, giving them feedback, and taking things back to my classroom to better my instruction for the students. So it's varied what I do.
Here at Whitewater, I teach Math 1, so I teach 3 blocks of that. This is the first year that I've had the opportunity to teach all 3 blocks being Math 1. And if you're not familiar with what that is, it's the high school credit class. So I have a real opportunity to make some inroads with some of our kids that have like really great potential of doing well in upper level math classes when they get to high school. I don't have the opportunity to coach this year. I'll have that next year. But as just a teacher, I have just the fantastic job of, really getting to the nitty-gritty of what math is, and that's the part that I enjoy the most. It's really making sure that my kids understand it.
I think the biggest impact that I have is with the relationship building. My main priority when it comes to education is ensuring that the kids are comfortable in the classroom environment, and then they can become comfortable with the content. So from day one, although I have a very rigid structure in how I teach and how I run my classroom, the students know at the end of the day that they have a teacher that cares for them. The biggest impact that I feel that I make is when I walk on campus, my students are talking about the classroom and how much they're learning and how much they feel cared about. And then from there, the growth comes with the content knowledge. If the students know that you care about them, they're going to care about you and what you do in the classroom. And when it comes to the final exam, they're going to show that they care for you.
Well, when we talk about impact, it's you can really look at it in terms of, hey, what does EVAS say? And then you could look at it in terms of what you see every day. I not necessarily believe that you're necessarily defined by what EVAS says. But when I'm in class every single day and I'm helping kids learn the math that I know that they're going to need to learn, especially for the kids that are at 4s and 5s who are college and career ready, they'll be going to really great high schools next year, and I want to make sure that they're prepared. And so making sure that all of my kids are ready to learn and to grow, that's probably the most important part. So when I think about the impact that I'm having here, being a teacher of color also, and a male of color, is also an attribute that I think that it gives kids the extra impetus to believe in themselves, to say, hey, this guy who may look like me is being successful at something that I may not have been good at, before. And so it's just really inspiring them to do that.
So I initially heard about Success by Design in an email that I received kind of towards the middle of last year. Initially, I thought I was not qualified to land in the pool for applicants, and that's where I reached out to my department chair and other teachers from where I was last year, and they built my confidence in being able to apply for the pool. They helped me reflect on my teaching and my scores and how I was impacting the students, which built my confidence in applying to the program. Working with Success by Design now, I feel like I'm able to better reach my students through instructional strategies and research. So being part of the program, I feel has been beneficial to who I am as a teacher and what my students are receiving, educational and content-wise.
All right. You should join Success by Design because if you believe that all kids have the capacity to learn and grow, and you believe that you have the ability to do so and you have a proven track record of doing it, then you should give it a shot. It's not just about the compensation, it's about giving your ability an expanded view for all kids. And that's the most important part, because if you make that step, you're making the step for many of our kids here in CMS.